Hey everyone, so right here I have my girlfriend's Toyota Tacoma. It hasn't been washed in a good couple of months, and it just has a whole bunch of like random California weather dust on it. As you can see, it's kind of spotted dirt everywhere. We got some spider webs right here, but overall it's pretty dusty, and I just want to do something nice for her. So I'm gonna be washing her car and doing the interior, just kind of going a little bit how I detail cars and everything. I don't do a full process here because she showed up unannounced and I just kind of stopped where I was at. But overall, this is her car. Here's the interior. The interior isn't too bad. She has a few stains. She has a big white husky, so she has a lot of dog hair. Like I said, it hasn't been detailed in a while, so just a whole bunch of stuff in the back and just things everywhere. But like I said, I'm gonna make it look nice for her. So just hope you guys enjoy and just kind of watch my process as I describe it. And here we go. So first things first, I'm starting with the interior because it was sitting outside for a while, so the paint was really hot and I just didn't want to wash it right off the bat. So right now I'm just kind of clearing out everything that's in her car, and you'll get to see, I'm putting it in the trunk so you get to see what was all in her car. But I'm just clearing it out so I can do a nice good vacuum. I use a brush when I vacuum because the brush kind of gets a little deeper into the pores of like the carpet and like the seats and everything, gets a lot of that dust out, which I'll show in a little bit. But so right now I'm just clearing everything out, and you'll see what it looks like afterwards. This is a good example of using the vacuum, a squeegee, and a brush. So there's a lot of dog hair in this, a lot of just random stuff picked up from her foot. So you can see right here, this little squeegee pulls a lot of the hairs out. I vacuum that up, and then I go ahead and brush it to get a lot of those just little crumbs and stuff and dirt that's embedded in the carpet. And so you can see how much cleaner it gets when I do those three things. Right here I'm demonstrating that the seat looks clean. The brush has no dust on it, but when I scrape it with the brush, you can see all this little dirt that's embedded into the seat. So I go ahead and brush the whole seat and then just vacuum up like this. So right here I use Quicky's iron remover. It's from this detail shop that I have nearby. But essentially it picks up all those decontaminants in the paint. I use it all around the whole car, mainly the wheel, and it pretty much does the job for me. You can spray it on anything, and it's just gonna get a lot of that deep-rooted stuff that comes off the road that hits your car. You can see how dirty it is already. I just use it a few times, spray it with water, brush it in clean, and as you see the results here, it does a really good job. So right here I'm just going to do the same process. I'm just going to rinse the whole thing off with my pressure washer. I'm going to spray that iron remover, and then I'm going to go ahead and use the soap, car wash soap, and then just wash it off. That's pretty much going to be the end of the process because my girlfriend does show up. I will use this other stuff called 5-in-1 from Veros. It has 5 different properties that it uses all in one body, but it's mainly a paint shine, and it's a protectant that stays on the car for 3 months, and it makes it look really, really glossy, and you'll see in a bit. So I'm just kind of spraying this iron remover around the car. It does turn purple with the contaminants that show in the paint, so you will be able to see where it's the dirtiest. Usually you can go around with the clay bar after you decontaminate with the iron remover, but I did not do that during this process. The iron remover, I detail this car pretty often, and the iron remover kind of just gets what I need out already so I can make it a nice good shine. So after I bring the car in, I use this 5-in-1. It acts as a drying aid and a paint gloss. You could also use it as a clay lubricant, but I'm just using it as a drying aid and a paint gloss because my girlfriend shows up, and I was like, oh, I want to get this done before she kind of sees the final product, but she kind of already walks in during this process, and I was like, screw it. Let me just put this paint protectant on. Now I'm using Veros interior detailing. This thing can be used on anything. It's pretty much an all-purpose cleaner. I use this thing called the Ninja. It has like kind of like a grainy microfiber side and like a soft microfiber side. So one's for scrubbing, one's for wiping off. But it leaves a 3-month UV protection on the pretty much any surface, and you can use it on any surface. And I just scrub it in, just kind of making it look really, really clean in the inside. And you'll see the final product in a bit. Since you want to show up unannounced, how do you like your car as I'm doing it?
So good. She was so dirty.
So right here we have a final product. As you can see, it's super shiny. That dark gray is popping out in the sun. You can see my reflection in here. I did no clay barring, no polishing whatsoever. This is just from previous details on this car. I've just made this thing look super clean. As you can see, the doors, dash, everything just glistening. It looks beautiful. Seats are not too bad. As you see, sometimes when you get back into the car, you get some stuff in there. You can see how dirty my hand was, but everything's just super nice. Carpet's clean, vacuumed, all that. And I'm just gonna show you a nice good walk around her car. She was so happy. As you can see, it's just looking beautiful in this California sun. And just this reflection, that 5-in-1 gloss on it. I'm just amazed on how well this thing turned out. But as you can see, here's a full thing of the Toyota Tacoma, and it's just looking nice. Let me just take a nice little drive here. You can see how happy she is. Hope you all enjoyed, and like and subscribe for more of this detailing content.